Okay, guys, so I needed to come in here because I know that there's just one thing standing between you and becoming a millionaire or becoming wealthy in 2025. And I thought, why not let's come unpack it? Because why are the rich getting richer and why are you still stuck where you are? I know how it can be starting out the year and saying I'm going to do XYZ because I'm finally going to break the chain of poverty. But this is March and you're saying, am I making progress? This is just one thing that you may need to do, and I thought we should talk about it in this video. If you're ready for it, then don't go anywhere. Now, have you ever wondered why the rich getting richer and get better? Have you ever wondered whether it's luck or there's just something you don't know? Now, let me tell you the truth. The truth is that wealth is a mindset. Yes, you have to be wealthy first on your mind in the way you think about money and wealth before you can actually handle it. Actually, that's how everything in this physical realm works. Today, I'm going to plug you into how the wealthy think about wealth, about risk, and about opportunities. Remember, on this channel, that's what we talk about: money, business, and opportunities. First of all, like I said, money is a mindset. So the first thing that they do is that they don't think about money like, a goal, something they need to achieve. No, it's not an end for itself. See, if you want to be wealthy, you need to stop thinking of money as something you're aspiring to have, right? See it as something you want to use as a tool to make wealth for so many other people. That's the difference. Stop looking at money as, oh, when I buy, I'm going to make this amount of money. But look at it like, I need to get this amount of money today so that I can expand it and make it 10 times larger so that I can make wealth forever. So they don't see money as a goal, they see money as a tool. So that means they don't wait until they have all the money. They look for money where money is, because they know that if they plug it into the things that they can see, which brings me to another point of opportunities. When they plug it into things they can see, whether it's their money or other people's money, they will be able to make several returns out of it. So they see it as a tool to multiply what they already have put in. Do you understand? When you think like this, you would realize that you don't need your own money to start that business. When you think like this, you realize that you don't need money to even start out at all. You may need to talk to a few people. You may need to just get started. You may need to just design your logo because you can to start. You may need to just go resell for another brand. You know what I mean? So the wealthy mindset is not looking at money as something that they are looking at achieving, but they are looking at money as something already here that they want to use to grow income. And that's why they invest in things like real estate, things that will continually multiply it. They look at stocks, they look at businesses. Which businesses can we put in money that will generate this money in 20 times, 10 times? So that even if they take your money, because they understand it's a tool, they can convince you to take your money because they have the proper plan, they know exactly how it's going to work, they know the business model that will multiply it. You are sure you will get your money back and interest, and they will still be wealthy. You get what I mean? So they don't sit back, fold their hand, hoping that one day they finally meet a money goal. No, they look out for money wherever it is, in people, in lands, in places, in relatives, and in themselves, and they plug it into income generating and multiplying platforms. That's the way you need to look at money this year if you want to hit your millionaire status fast. The second thing, remember we have talked about how to make money work for you, not the other way around. The second thing is that you need to learn and begin to think about how to take calculated risk. To think like a millionaire or a billionaire, you must look at investments and putting money as not risky. And that doesn't mean there are no risky scams. It just means that you think of money in a way that you want to study wherever you want to put money in. You want to ask all the questions, you want to get the facts, you want to work with professionals, because you want to put huge amounts of money in an investment that you are so sure will pay back. You're not doing betting, you're not doing all of those things that are volatile that you can't trust on. Remember, that's not how the rich think. The rich take time to research, study. That's why they have wealth managers, and you should too. They have wealth managers. That's also why they think of the downsides. Even if they're going to invest and get into investment that they know can be risky, they look at what is the downside. How much can it affect their income if at all they do so? So they look at the risk and make sure it's not something that would drown them. Then of course they make the bold moves. After they've gotten the information, they looked at the pros and cons, then they invest. They don't start thinking, asking of extra opinion, second guessing, procrastinating. No, that's not how the rich roll. Okay, so after you have decided that, oh, I'm going to see money as a tool, the next thing is that you have to take calculated risk. That means you don't just bet on rubbish, you don't just hearsay, you don't put money where people say hearsay or where everybody's gathered. You ask the real people, you ask wealth managers, you work with investment bankers, you work with people who understand the trend, and you study the downsides if they're ever going to be, and then you make a move. That's what you need to do this year. And you remember, you don't need that huge amount of money to start. You can start with the same amount that you have already, right? And that's why you need to get out of your chair and start moving fast. Okay, the third thing that the wealthy do that keep them at the top of the rank is that they don't see problems. So you see all of these problems that you see in your country, in your industry. Oh my gosh, these people are so crude, they're so that. Do you know what they are? Opportunities. And opportunities means more wealth. Where there are problems, where there are very minimal proper healthcare centers, they see how they can bring investors to build quality hospitals, and they will keep getting return on their investment forever. Where there are no good foods, they see how to invest in agriculture to make food supply to be surplus, that they get to a point where that community will start exporting, and they will become major stakeholders about that scheme forever. So they don't see all the problems you're seeing. That's another, you need to switch. See, the things you're complaining about are your opportunities. Pick them up. Yes, pick them up. They're your opportunities. The opportunities in your industry, whether you're an engineer, a fashion designer, a content creator, all the opportunities and hitches you see that, oh, you wish this was this. That is a problem. That is an opportunity for you to see. See, the wealthy people who are wealthy, they see opportunities because they see beyond the aesthetics and the flashiness. They look at raw forms. They know that opportunities come disguised as work, as mess, as non-attractiveness, and they dig in. They understand that the more places that there are problems, the easier it is to make wealth. That's why countries in Africa are one of the hugest, oh my gosh, the biggest places to make income in just a few months, that people would think, oh my gosh, you must have sold your soul to the devil or something, because wealth is literally on the streets. Because if you want to get into waste management opportunities, you can talk to government on those things and handle them and cash out forever. When you talk about roads construction, is not even done. When you talk about housing deficit, is a lot. So there's so much wealth to pick up in the things you're complaining about. Yes. So now is your time to move from just thinking of problems to thinking of opportunities. This mindset is the reason why some wealthy people in their mindset leave certain jobs and just go start from scratch to create something, because they understand risk, they see opportunities, they get excited by it, and they know exactly how to get the income they need to multiply it into greater wealth. They understand how to use other people's money as well. So it's your turn now to change your mindset. This is one thing you should do if you're going to switch. All of the problems you've already seen this year, right? Before it was happening, 2025 will roll by, other years will come. No matter when you're watching this video, apply it to this year that you're watching it. You are not ever going to run out of problems. In fact, you might need to move to a part of the world where there are opportunities literally on the streets. Yes, you may need to do that to be able to cash in for wealth that is forever. Now, if you like this video, please subscribe and make sure that you're liking and you're watching this other video right here to get more ideas on how to create wealth any year that you're watching this. I'll see you again in this video. Cheers.